Hello everyone, welcome back to another week. We are still very much cracking on with the DIY. We've actually had a really big, what's this, project? I don't know, happen, which is basically the replastering of the entire ceiling and this wall. And now
that wall always needs to be
that wall, yeah, to be fair, that wall did always need doing. It was boarded in like wood paneling, and then when we first moved in, or not when we first moved in, but when we moved in and started decorating, we literally just put lining paper over the top of it and then painted it because we were like, we have no money, so we'll just do a quick fix. So that's all been done. It did do the job, to be fair. And then we've got some coving, some fancy coving, which I bought from WM Boyle. Used my own discount code because why not? We've got that coming toward the end of the week, so that's going to be fit up there, potentially by us, but maybe not by us. And yeah, we're just waiting for the plaster to dry out. So as you can see, it's a little bit patchy in places. But right now we are about to start doing the coving for spare room, aren't we?
Gonna try?
We're gonna have a crack at it. Cut that bit the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. We're off to a good start. It's okay though, because that was our first strip up there. So this bit we can use in another corner. But basically, if you're gonna do coving, you need one of these. This is a coving mitre box, and it's different to a normal mitre box because it stands like this. So that's tip number one. Get yourself one of them. This is like third time lucky now.
You're a bloody scientist, isn't it?
It does take a lot of maths putting coving up. I think we've cracked that one, you know.
Yeah, we got it now. It's straightforward.
Yes, we've figured it.
Cooking on gas.
Cooking on gas. We are cooking on gas, mate. Yes. That's it. Perfection. Just stay there. Also, just stay there. Literally stay there. Can we just... Yeah, we've got an injury up there. Not caused by the coving, but just because I asked him to cut down a shelf in the basement. Lol.
In the corner?
Yeah.
Yes.
There?
Yeah. I was going to put some.
Oh, wait. Do we not need the joint?
I didn't really do much.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm just going to glue it with the wet glue.
Okay.
It works a bit thinner as well. As long as it's straight, you can barely see that anyway.
Oh, God, look at that one. Oh. Delicious. Hello and good morning. It is now Tuesday. Last night, that's the quickest coving tour ever. We did finish the coving. You obviously saw us kind of putting it up and things. And basically all I did last night was go around sort of here underneath the coving and touch up all the paint. I also touched up quite a few bits of paint just on the walls because, as I'm starting to now realise, Farrow and Ball paint marks very easily, so we've had to do quite a lot of touch-ups. So I did that before bed last night so that when we got up this morning it was all dry and crisp and fresh. So yeah, coving is looking pretty good, but I've got one more thing that I'm going to do just to finish it off. So as you can see, it's looking pretty good, but I've explained this several times before. Our house is so old. Nothing is straight. It was built in the 1800s, so literally nothing is straight. So actually putting coving up should have been really difficult for us. So you might be able to see in this corner, this is a prime example. Got a little bit of gappage over here. So what I'm going to do around the whole room is I'm going to caulk underneath and maybe on top, because I think over there you might be able to see a bit of a dip on the top as well. I'm going to caulk all the coving just so that it fills the holes, which is kind of like, well, it's not kind of like, it's exactly like what we do with the skirting board. So that white line at the back there is all caulk. Right, caulking finished. Going to leave that to dry. I think out here on the landing slash stairs we showed you guys all of this new plaster last night, and actually because we've had the heating on pretty much all night to dry it out, it's doing really well. We've literally just got a little bit that still hasn't fully dried out over there in the corner, but it's all drying out so nicely. So basically in this area we're going to have a nice new ceiling rose, a biggish one, which I ordered yesterday. I also ordered, and I have a sample, this coving. This is rather spectacular. It's unlike any of the coving that we have in the rest of the house. And down in the lounge, once we move on to that area, we're going to have something a little bit more fancy pants like this. But this again is from WM Boyle. They sent me this sample free of charge, but I did purchase this coving for this area myself. I did use my own discount code though, because I do have a discount code for 10% off for anyone that would like to use that. So basically it will go up on the ceiling, but I cannot reach. But basically it drops down the wall a little bit with this section here, and then has like a little bit of architraving at the bottom. So it's very fancy because this area is very, I want to use the word grand. There'll be many of you that disagree, but it's a really high ceiling here. So I feel like it is, you know, for our house, a little bit grand. So I wanted something a little bit fancy. And then we've got some architraving also for around the new loft hatch as well. So I'm going to start to go look at colours for painting this area. And I'm even considering doing some kind of panelling maybe halfway up the stairs, but I haven't quite decided on that yet. Hello and good afternoon. I've lost track of days. I have no idea what day it is. I just know that it's afternoon. So I have finished doing the coving in the bedroom, did some caulking and touch-ups. I think I told you guys that before, but I had more paint touch-ups to do in that bedroom, of which I have now already done. I'm now in our bedroom, and I think there's a few little bits that we haven't actually vlogged when we've done them, but there's a few updates to show you guys, which I don't think I've shown you in the vlogs yet. Obviously I'm quite active on Instagram stories, so some of these bits and bobs you might have already seen over there, but you haven't seen them on the vlogs yet. So first things first, I'm going to show you the blinds. Yes, we have blinds now. It's amazing. Let's come in and zoom in a bit. So these are the linen hop sack blinds. They are Roma blinds. I bought them from Blinds to Go. I'm going to show you how they work. So they have this little string. The only thing that I wish they did the strings in different colours. They're only available in this silver colour. I kind of wish they did them in black and or in gold. So you just basically pull this and it starts. This is very difficult to do one-handed, by the way, but basically starts to unravel in big folds like that until it fully comes down. So you can kind of see the nice neutral colour there, and you can kind of have them halfway, or you can have them all the way up to the top like that. We've got them quite a bit above the window as well, just to make the windows seem a bit bigger. That is a tip that you guys gave us. And also where you can see it's attached onto the back, or the bar if you like, this will actually pull off the front with Velcro, so you can have these cleaned as and when you need to. So yeah, for my first experience with Blinds to Go, I'm really chuffed with those. They really make the room, I don't know, I was going to say they finish the room, but as you can see, the room is not quite finished yet, but they do make the room nice and cosy. Now, I don't think I've shown you guys this, but you would have seen it in last week's vlog, because this is where I was trying on my little date night outfit and all my jewellery. But we've put up this mirror, which was from BEIGE. It's absolutely ginormous. It is a huge mirror, and it was so heavy, like, oh my God. We had to really get our muscles in gear trying to fix this onto the wall. It's got like a black edging, and then from the front it kind of looks like it has a very, very tiny, tiny slim frame. So that's gone above the made chest and with the luscious pampas grass, which is linked below for anyone who wants to know where this is from, because this always gets you guys in a bit of a pampas frenzy, if you will. I also received the little samples. These are all the samples of the wire cables. So we've got all these kind of neutral ones and then a very sort of classic black there as well, so I need to decide on those. Those are for the lamps either side of the bed. So yeah, I need to decide on those cables. Gonna pick from one of these 5, and then that will be another job ticked off the list. And then this is something else which I haven't shown you guys on the vlog yet. I literally flat packed this, I think it was last week. It is indeed another shoe cabinet, and as you can see, the colour is very, very, very similar to Railings, which is what I've got on the wardrobes. Now this is a little bit chipped in some places, so I may have to paint it, but I'm probably going to paint it in that, so it's essentially going to look exactly the same. But we picked this up from Homebase. I actually spotted this on a Homebase ad on my Instagram, and it popped up and it was like £65 or something in the sale. So we went to Homebase and we picked one of these up, and I am delighted with it. So all the drawers are the same, they all kind of fit the same amount of shoes in there, so I would say maximum, depending on what size feet you are and what style of shoe you're going to have, you could probably fit 6 pairs in each drawer, possibly more if you were going to have flip-flops and such. But that is currently just living in the middle of the bedroom because it is eventually going to go out there in the hallway, but because we've got all of those boards and scaffolding bits in the way, it cannot go there just yet. And also something else I have to show you guys that I've been busy DIYing. The steps finally got their coat of, well, it's not one coat, I think this was about 3 coats of Railings, which is on those wardrobes. And the felt that I'd originally bought, which I think I showed you guys, but if you haven't seen it, it's over on my Instagram stories on my own account, that was like a sort of creamy colour, and unfortunately it was just too thick to bend over these kind of steppy bits. So we were in Hobbycraft the other day just trying to look for some other felt, and I actually saw this Hessian fabric, which is essentially what potato sacks are made out of, and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna try that. It was like £5.40 a metre, so I just got 1 metre and I just popped that on. So it's stapled underneath here, because sorry guys, I didn't do a DIY on this, but it's basically stapled under here and under the back, and then spray adhesive for the rest. And I doubled up the fabric, so I used 2 pieces to get it like this, because as you probably know, Hessian fabric has got quite a wide weave to it, so it's quite see-through. So I used 2 lots just so that you couldn't see through to the felt that was already underneath. But yeah, I like that, and the bees have already tested it and they like it as well, so a thumbs up all round. Right, now over in the guest room, this is a little something else which is like a little development on this corner. So we got an Ikea, I think it's called Hemnes bedside table. We actually chopped quite a lot off the bottom. We cut a good like maybe 4 inches off the bottom here, just so that it took it a lot lower, because it was so high. If you were sleeping here, you would literally like smack your face into the corner of the bedside table, which is never ideal and not at all the experience we want for our guests. So we decided to chop some off, and then we've painted it. It's looking a bit sort of brown, but we've basically painted it the same black as what we did the bed in, which is VALSPAR Nevermore, because we had lots of paint left over from doing the bed, so we figured, why the heck not? It's got a little drawer, which I think I have just put lots of essential oils and things in for anyone that stays. And then we've just, anyone that has kind of been watching our vlogs for a long while probably recognise the eucalyptus and the vase. They used to be on the dining room table downstairs. Of course the lamp, which I kind of did a little, not so much a DIY, but it's a hybrid of a couple of lamps, little candle on there. And yeah, I'm really proud of this room. I think it's looking jolly nice indeed, and we've got the new rug on down there. The only thing is, this is what I'm having a bit of an issue with. This. Duh. So So we are huge fans of having a smart home. We like things to be Alexa controlled. I have to whisper it, otherwise she'll start waffling away. But I cannot find any smart plugs that are black, which is very annoying because obviously the plug is black, the sockets are black, and then we have that. So that is currently driving me mental. So I may well spray paint that, but I'm not sure how I feel about spray painting electrical goods. I'm gonna have to make sure that I tape all the correct bits off properly before doing so. So I'll let you guys know on how I get on with that. But yeah, otherwise, really chuffed with the progress in this room and how it's looking. We're just gonna get one really big print to go landscape on that wall, and then obviously paint the door, but still undecided on colour. And then this room is done. Hello, it is now Sunday. I completely meant to sign off this week's vlog. I know it's a slightly shorter vlog, but it's kind of a little bit of a like catch up sort of mini update style vlog, because we've had to do quite a lot of hanging around for bits and bobs this week. I meant to sign it off yesterday and I did not because I got distracted by something. So I'm going to sign off here. Today I have been out getting more sample pots for the lounge. As you can see, there are literally swatches everywhere, but I'm going to go through those with you in next week's vlog because it's just epic the amount of swatches I have done. Choosing paint is a really difficult decision, by the way. So there is a massive storm outside, so I'm going to go and have a shower, stop swatching, clean the paint off me and chill out for a little bit, put my feet up and relax. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed just a little sort of bits and bobs and updates of this week's vlog. Next week we'll be back to some actual proper like painting and DIY. We're going to be starting on this, or not starting on, but we're going to be continuing with the stairs and starting on the lounge, which is the next, or I would probably say the biggest project bar the basement, because it's the biggest space, so it's going to require a lot of paint and a lot of stuff. So yeah, I will catch you all next week.